Hello everyone, and I have a wonderful chess game to show you by Alekhine against the German chess master Max Bluemich, a chess game from 1926 from Germany, and let's see what happened. So Alekhine starts the game with d4, knight to f6, knight to f3, and we have the Indian game, bishop to g5, and this is the Torre attack. Bishop to g7, developing the knight, and black castled e3, d6, bishop to c4, knight to f6, knight to c6, c3, and this is known as the Torre attack, but it also looks so much like the London system. The pawn structure in the center is reminding us the London structure, the typical standard pyramid of the London triangle. So a6, queen to e2, so developing the pieces, kicking the bishop back, and knight goes back. So Alekhine wants to push the f-pawn, queen to c8, and then f4 by Alekhine. And so far actually black is doing okay, pushing the h-pawn, attacking the bishop, or even pushing the b-pawn should have been considered, but in this position black played a move which looked like a move of a chess patzer. He pushed the e-pawn, and this was a very bad move. Can you see why? A modern chess master would never play the move like this, so this is actually giving white the very important edge. So Alekhine simply captured the pawn with a tempo, and then he castled, and this also opened the f-file. So that was a move. Pushing the e-pawn was a move with no purpose. So this is also attacking the knight. This is the second tempo move. Black has to defend the knight, and maybe black is threatening to play knight to g3, forking the queen and the rook. And what would you do in this position if you had the white pieces? It is white to move. And Alekhine played a very exciting move. Well, he sacrificed a piece, so this is sacrificing a piece, but flashing out the king. King takes on f7, dragging the king down, and then checking the king. And where is the king going? We have bishop to e6. Right out the openings, Alekhine has the attack. But this move fails to d5, forking the knight and the bishop. And white is getting back the piece with a very strong attack. The king is exposed, and white king is very happy. So let's check out the other variations. Is moving the king back a good idea? It is not, because of rook to f1. And if moving the king, that's a fatal mistake, because black is getting checkmated. And if blocking with the bishop, then e4, and this looks very good for white. And if in this position, if king to e8, then queen to g8, and this looks fatal, attacking the bishop. Okay, so let's check out what happened in the real game. Blocking with the bishop, and Alekhine pushed the pawn, forking the knight and the bishop. Bishop takes on d5. What would you do again in this position? Well, if you said I would take the bishop, you are right. Because in this position that was the only move, only best move. But Alekhine played a bad move. Believe it or not, he played rook to f1. Alekhine is of course one of the greatest chess players of all times, but in this position he made a silly move. Rook to f1 was unnecessary. This is not like losing, but it is actually blundering king to e6. But black didn't see what's happening here. He played knight to f6, and Alekhine simply captured the bishop because the knight is pinned. So can you see in this position why actually capturing the bishop was the better move? Why this move was actually some sort of blunder? Because of king to e6, defending the bishop and attacking the queen. Alekhine, one of the most complicated, one of the most amazing brains of all times, and one of the strongest world chess champions of all times, made a very bad move. So in this position, actually queen to g4 is possible, only move, and then knight to c4, and white is actually okay. So black has to be careful. If king goes down, by the way, my computer engine says that black is getting checkmated by force. So bishop takes on c4 is the only move, and then queen takes on c4. And this position might give you a hard attack if you are playing with the black pieces. Rook to d1 is the threat, and only defense is with knight. And if you play a careless move something like knight to a5, basically black is getting checkmated and there is no defense. So in the real game, we have blocking with the knight, and Alekhine simply captured the bishop, queen to e6. Would you exchange the queens? Well, Alekhine played a very strong move. Can you see that? That is, queen goes down and pinning the knight. Knight is pinned. Extra pressure, and one of these knights can join the battle at any moment. So basically, if one of these knights joins, it's just game over. And black is also lacking in coordination, and white knight has the perfect coordination, so the knight on h2 can jump on g4 and the knight on d2 can jump on e4, attacking the pinned piece. If pushing the pawn, then bishop takes, and if queen takes, of course, moving the queen and winning the queen. So bishop takes bishop and then knight in, and how to defend, that's losing a piece. So queen to f5, but Alekhine landed the final knockout punch, and after that move, black resigned. The move is bishop takes on f6, black resigned. Because of this possible continuation, queen takes on f3, rook takes on f3, and after capturing the bishop, what else? The knight joins the battle, and this is losing a piece. And black knight is doing nothing, basically, so that's so ineffective. So this was the final knockout punch by Alekhine. So let's not capture the queen. Let's say queen takes on f6. Well, this is very obvious, isn't it? Check, the queen is pinned and losing the queen. And if in this position bishop takes on f6, then knight to g4, the knight joins the battle. Queen takes on f3, rook takes on f3, and the bishop is pinned, and this is losing a piece. So what do you think about this chess game? What do you think about the blunder of Alekhine? It was funny, isn't it? So, but of course, Alekhine is one of the greatest chess players of all times. Even sometimes the greatest can make some bad moves. So it happens to everyone. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.